Welcome to the Pregnant Bitches podcast.
I'm Jessie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're just a couple pregnant bitches navigating motherhood together. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to the Pregnant Bitches podcast. Today is not fan, but like audience pick topic.
Yes.
We asked everybody what they wanted us to talk about. And this one is all about like things we wish we knew as first-time moms / our favorite mom hacks that we've learned along the way. Because I think like, first of all, you could Google a lot of things, but Google is not going to tell you the random things that other moms are going to tell you that they've figured out.
No.
And yes, you can scroll Instagram and look at all this, but you know, it's like a lot of work.
Yeah, we're just going to give it to you in one episode. Yeah. Listen to it. Let us know what you think.
We'll have even, I'm going to show some of my life hacks.
Oh, okay. With descriptions.
Yeah. But no, like I think there's a lot of stuff that like no one tells you about when you become a first-time mom.
No.
And there's things that I wish I knew.
Of course.
There's the hack side of things, and then there's like the like mental prep side of things. And I feel like the hardest part about motherhood for me is that I feel like I master every age and then it all changes.
Yes.
And
it's a chapter. They're literally chapters. And then you do one and then you have your second kid and you think that you've mastered those ages, but every kid is different. So you're just mastering it again in a different way.
Yeah. And you keep having to like reteach yourself
like,
how to do all these things.
I forgot about this or I forgot about that or my kid's not doing what the first kid did. So like, let's find another hack with this one.
I know.
So let's get into the hack. So I'm pulling up my list and the first one, honestly, I don't know if this was like back then, but like my favorite hack that you have taught me, and I don't know if this is like 4 pages down to whatever we discussed, was you sitting in the car, because it's winter now, dead of fucking winter, with your fucking kids screaming in the back seat, ready for milk, and you had your seat warmer on, and you can use your bottle.
Oh, yes.
You said you wanted to show everyone. And Jessie, and this was honestly, I think when we first started filming, and you're like, should I post this? I was like, this is incredible. I wish someone told me about this. And she had her seat warmer on and she put the bottle in between her legs, which your legs are, as we know, very warm, plus a seat warmer. And you warmed up Benny's milk.
Yeah.
What a hack.
It was great.
What a fucking hack.
It was great. He was screaming his fucking tits off, so upset. And I was like, I couldn't move.
No.
And like, when you're in that moment, you're like, you don't have 10 minutes to spare.
No, you do whatever comes to your head.
They need the milk now. Yeah, it's true. That was on the that was on my baby list. I was going to say, I'm
sorry, I like jumped, but it was my favorite one.
Okay, so on the theme of like baby bottle, newborn things, I would say the best hack someone taught me was to set up a full bottle station in the baby's room or in your bathroom or somewhere upstairs.
So you're not walking up and down?
Up and down the stairs all night is miserable. So they have like these little mini fridges that you can store your...
People put like makeup in them.
Yeah.
You could put.
Yeah. Exactly. And you put like your breast milk in the thing and you have the bottle warmer upstairs.
I agree.
Wake up, roll out of bed, beep, up, done, feed the baby, and buy extra bottles.
Yeah, I was going to say extra bottles and extra, what's it called?
Breast pump parts. So that like literally you could just do everything in the night. You don't have to wash a single thing.
Then when you wake up,
and then you wake up in the morning, you just do it all and it's done.
That's genius.
It's
no one needs to be walking up and down stairs.
My other random tip for newborn and baby is like, have you ever had to try to change a baby's diaper?
Yes.
And they're like rolling around?
Yes.
And it's like, what do? Give them the toy. I've seen that thing where like the moms put it on their head and like they're
bouncing
like, it's ridiculous.
No, you got to hold them down.
Yo, I literally put the baby here and I put my legs like that.
And you hold him down.
Over the arms and legs.
Where they can't move.
Hold it down. They cannot move. Yeah. I told my friend this the other day. She's like, genius. Like it worked every time. I'm like, I know.
They can't move.
Only way.
They can't move.
No, I don't ever change my baby on a change table. No, never.
On the ground.
When they're like 0 to 4 months, sure.
Okay, they're not doing anything.
The second they start rolling or crawling.
No, you can't. You can't. I take the change. And if I do, I take the change table down.
Yeah, put it on the floor.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that they're going to fall off.
That they're going to fall off.
Yeah, and I think that like, you don't even need a change.
And honestly, then when they're like Ace right now, I change him standing up. Like if it's a pee, he's standing up.
I can't do that.
Not Benny yet. Not Benny yet. Around 2, I put him in a pull-up.
Oh, it's a pull-up.
I put him in a pull-up.
Yeah, I can't do the like.
No, and you can. If it's just pee, you just clasp it open, especially with boys, and you literally just wipe, and then you put a pull-up back on.
Yeah, it's true. It's great.
They're not sitting still at 2 years old. sitting still during a diaper change?
No.
No.
Speaking of that, what's your tip for the swim diaper?
Okay, swim diaper. I was at my mom's and we were going swimming, blah, blah, blah. And I remember seeing someone post, like, take out everything from the inside of the diaper. All a swim diaper is just the front lining because it contains poo, but it doesn't contain pee.
Right.
If you keep the diaper lining, that contains pee.
Right.
That's why it blows up. So if you
Right.
take it in the pool, it's going to blow up. But if you take out all the lining except the first part, it's going to hold the poo, which is all you really care about in the
Right.
pool because everyone pees in a pool. It's
like-
true. Like all the kids pee in a pool.
To be honest, I didn't realize like how gross pools were if kids are in there.
They all
Not so
pee in
much
the
like a
pool.
5-year-old, but like a baby. Like we did baby swim classes.
It's disgusting.
All those
By the
babies
way,
were
also
peeing.
like adults pee in the pool too.
Obviously, everybody
Okay,
pees in the pool.
so just say everyone pees in a pool.
Disgusting.
So if
Well,
you
you swim
take
in the
the
ocean.
inside, like you scoop all that crap out, it's gonna hold your kid's shit.
Smart. It's actually really smart because
Yeah.
I like how many times have you forgot a swim diaper
Many
at a pool
times.
on a vacation?
Many, many, many
You're
times.
like away and
But
you're
make sure you
fucked.
take it out because the first time I didn't take
It
it all
blows
out
up.
and it blows up and you literally see an ass in the air with like all that shit. And that's not healthy either because it turns into like balls.
No, it's
Have
gross.
you seen that?
and it's like
sticky.
crystallized
Yeah.
grossness.
Yeah, you don't want them
No,
eating that.
and you
don't
should
want-
not. No, the whole thing is.
So take
disgusting.
everything out, but it's a great tip.
That's a
I've
great
used
tip.
it.
I
and it's
really
worked.
like that.
Okay. What else you got?
Okay, so this was like kind of controversial, but washing your breast pump parts. So I would say if your kid is like 3 months or younger, you wash them every single time, sanitize every single time.
Right?
Once they hit 3 months,
They
I
said
would
put in the fridge, right?
yeah, like I would pump and put the pumped parts with the milk in it
Right.
in the fridge in a bowl or a bag and only wash them and sanitize them once a day. Because it's unless their mouth touches it, there's not bacteria getting on it.
No, and I agree.
So
Don't
and then
even
some
make
pe-
yourself crazy.
No, but some
Just-
people were like, it's not sanitized.
Hey.
Like the CDC recommends. Like the CDC
You
also
fuck.
recommends you getting 9,000 vaccines. So like
Exactly.
let's take
Exactly.
the
And
CDC
do
with
what
a
you're
grain of salt.
comfortable with.
Yeah. And I would say baby
Jesse did it and Benny's totally fine.
I know. I was going to say all my friends did exactly that method.
And they're totally fine.
And they're all totally fine. And none of them got sick. So
Do whatever you believe is comfortable. Obviously, follow the rules as much as you can. Obviously, there's rules there because people have gone through it. But
yeah, they don't want people getting sick if you leave
Right.
a gross bottle out all
Right,
day and then
but-
bacteria gets on it and yuckiness.
put it in the fridge. Nothing's going to happen to
No.
it.
Still on the baby camp, if you have to give your very newborn medicine,
Yes.
vitamin D drops, whatever, and you like you don't want to put it in the bottle because if they don't finish the bottle, then they don't get it. You
I
had a
said-
really good tip.
So vitamin D, since they were little, both my kids are on passies. Obviously, this is if your kid is on a passy. You could also put vitamin D like on a tip of like a syringe for those who don't.
It's true.
For those who don't use the passy. But I would drop the vitamin D drops on the pacifier, and they thought it was a fun game, and then they put it right into their mouth. Like they're
Right.
so excited. Like they wait every night
That's
for
really
it. But
cute.
now Arlo's at an age where he's not with a pacifier. He sticks his little tongue out, and he already knows like he's gonna get a drop. And with medicine, they do have passy looking syringes with like little things on it if your kids are like so crazy
Oh.
with it. But now they're both also at an age where like Tylenol tastes yummy. So like
Yeah,
they'll even drink it out of a cup now.
I've had the hardest time giving my kids medicine, but what I would do for like really little is like the nipple on a
Yes.
bottle. I would like literally take it and then pour the medicine in the top, and they would like
And suck it out.
suck it out
Yeah,
instead of
smart.
like the syringe where they like
They
if
can't
you
really suck it. You're kind
Yeah.
of blowing it in
and
there.
then you syringe it into their mouth and they like
Like a gag.
like
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere, and I'm like, okay, well, you just took no medicine.
Yeah,
so
put
great.
it
This is-
in a bottle
and they
cap.
like,
Yeah.
suck it on the end.
Yeah. Or you know what I just thought about on the spot? Boom, boom, bang. In a straw. You know how when you're supposed to teach
Yeah.
your kid how to drink out of a straw, you're kind of like holding it. You can kind of do the same thing
that's actually smart.
with the medicine and let them slowly suck it out of the straw.
That's actually really
Thought about
smart.
it on the spot.
You're brilliant. So another one I had thought of for like baby proofing is if you have handles on everything
Yes.
and you haven't baby proofed yet, you can use an elastic
Smart.
like over the thing, and
Smart.
like the older guys will for sure
Take it off.
it off, but the little guys like a rubber band,
Smart.
it's put like 3
Smart.
and they can't get it off,
Smart. Oh my God. baby
or
proofing.
have no handles.
Yeah, no handles. We
Like-
have no handles, but he'll still get into it. He'll pull it. Honestly, the biggest baby, you have to have gates. If you have
to have
stairs, you have to have gates.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no avoiding it. You have to have gates. And
Yeah,
make
no,
sure
it's-
they're stable and make sure you have to have gates. I
I
don't know.
agree.
That scares the shit out of me.
No, the gates is
stairs scare me.
100%. It's just,
There's no other baby proofing
No.
method besides having
but
gates
they
on
have a
any
lot of
that.
things now because it's not just the gates. It's like the corners and the,
Plastic. You
they
just-
have these little plastic
Yes.
knob things that you can stick on sharp corners in
Yes.
your house that I think is,
Yeah, no, we have
better.
it on all the corners.
Oh, really?
They're all already peeled off.
that,
As we're looking at it
that's
right
the other
now,
thing. They peel them
They
all
peel
off.
off. The kids will play with whatever you have.
Of course, because they think it's a toy.
Yeah.
Back on the milk topic.
Oh, yeah.
How do you warm up Ace's milk?
Okay, Ace's milk. Now I would just put it in the microwave and zap it for 30 seconds. I'm done with the bottle warmer. That's done.
Okay.
But
Have you
I
ever
know,
tried the milk frother?
Yes, we did it at the cottage, remember? And I was so excited about it. Genius. Better than the microwave.
It's
Way
fast.
better.
So if your kid is on regular milk and
Yes.
not formula, we have one of those Nespresso milk frothers. I literally throw it in the milk frother for 30 seconds, less, 10,
And it's like
15
a cappuccino
seconds.
and they love it.
And you do it long enough that it gets warmed up and not it's frothy sometimes.
But they like that.
and they like to click the button as they get older, and
it's genius.
it's way faster.
Oh, the
And when
bottle
they're
warmer.
screaming bloody murder, the bottle warmer takes fucking
The
forever.
bottle warmer takes forever when it's regular milk. And I don't have the patience for it.
No, because it's freezing in the fridge. At
Yes.
least formula you're making from.
Yes.
That's the other thing. People say I don't know how people make their formula. I get my water 100% perfect,
Right.
and then dump in the
So I never did powder. So mine was always
whole time
the whole time. Both my kids were on ready to feed until they switched to milk
for a year.
for a year.
Why?
I don't know. We just didn't. I don't know.
You just never switch.
We just never switched. I've never done powder in my life. Ready to feed to me was just easy, and I threw it in a bag and whatever, and they liked it.
No,
and
it
I want to
makes-
change it, and it's more
to be
expensive.
It is
Yes, it's a lot more. Ready to feed is more expensive than powdered milk.
right because I guess
It's
they're
bottled milk,
but why? It's the same thing. You're just literally taking powder and adding water.
and then I just have a bottle, and I put it in a bottle. And then with some ready to feeds, when they came to age, you could just put the nipple on, and you literally don't even have to transfer it into a bottle.
It's just
By the way,
ready
that's
to
a
go.
tip in itself.
What?
Ready to feed, I used Hip. Those bottles are probably this big. Dr. Brown's nipples
Go.
fits on Hip. So if your kid is already drinking, I don't know how much, I don't remember, I'm sorry, how much ml is in a Hip ready to feed bottle.
Yeah.
That nipple goes on top.
Huh.
You don't have to put a bottle. You just feed your
That's
kid that,
great.
and the only thing you
That's
have to
way
clean is the
simpler.
ready to feed.
That's way
with the
better,
nipple.
especially if you're traveling.
If you're traveling, that's
bring
what someone.
10
We were at the pool, and this mom pulled it out, and I was like, "Whoa!"
That's
and I'm
great.
transferring it into a bottle and whatever. It's still faster than the powder. It is, but she just put the nipple on, and her kid drank it. Shook, put the nipple on.
Interesting.
So I'm sure there's more bottle ready to feed.
Yeah,
that a
I
nipple
bet you.
will fit on, but Dr. Brown's nipples fit the smaller one, not the wide neck. The small nipples fit on Hip ready
Good
to
to
feed.
know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. On the formula camp.
Yes.
So you know how you didn't do this, but for people that are on formula, I find you're measuring it out. Okay, 7 scoops. Okay, this bottle has
Right.
7 things of water, 7 ounces, and then I have another bottle. If you're
Right.
for 3 bottles, you are on the go.
For sure.
What I did was I took the scooper of an empty can, cut the edge off,
Smart.
got a container that it fit in, and then just dumped a ton of formula in it, and I would just scoop.
Scoop it.
I would
That's
bring
smart.
a stainless steel water bottle filled with warm water,
Right.
not hot, warm. Stays that temperature, and I bring my scooper, and
That's
then I
smart.
can make 3 bottles on the go. Versus I was pre-measuring it
Pre-measuring it.
out. Just take an old scooper,
Smart.
and then it fits in
Smart.
a little container.
Smart.
Oh, this one
Um,
is funny because Ziggy puts his shoes on the wrong feet
I
every
don't
day.
understand. I don't get that.
Every day.
I don't get that. Where do
Why?
you get that from?
And I put them on the right feet. He's like, they're on the wrong feet. I'm like,
Where do you get that?
I don't know. So someone told me that you take one sticker
Yes.
and you cut it in half
So he can see it.
and you put it on
he
the
can visually
inside of the
see it.
shoe so that when he has his shoes in front of him.
He can see. Does he doing it? Oh, okay.
But it might work.
It might work. Let us know if your kid does it.
Fuck,
That's his quirk. That's his little quirk. It's the funniest thing. Anytime I see him, his shoes are on the wrong
and he
feet.
looks like he has duck feet.
Yes,
like
he's walking like this.
because they're out like this.
He's
And we
so
specifically
funny.
bought him like wide toe
Yeah.
shoes, and so like they're really out.
That's his quirk. He thinks that the shoes are on that side.
It's hilarious.
But the sticker thing is smart.
Yeah, it's smart. I
Yeah.
saw that hack, and I don't know. Oh, I also the other one I saw. My mom sends me like a million of
Good.
these all the time. She's
Good.
like, just in case you need that. You put like you know when your kid's learning to walk.
Yes.
I find that when you're holding them with the armpits and stuff, like
It's also not good for their
it's not good
armpits.
for them. And like think about their balance.
Right.
And also same with the walkers, right?
Yes.
Like you're not learning to walk when your balance is so like forward. Like you need to
or
be
up. Your hand shouldn't really be up.
So my first tip is set them up, like even see how this is like this. They can go like this.
That's
you want
actually
them
really smart.
going like this way, and then one day they let go.
That's actually really
You
smart.
don't want their center of gravity like pulled forward. You want it straight, and you want to like
That's smart. So if you're not watching what Jessie's doing, she's basically saying put them where there's two pieces of furniture that are close enough that they can grab one hand and the other.
Like think about like parallel bars, like in the
Yes.
gymnastics, like they're walking down the parallel bars.
That's
like
actually
using
really,
their hands.
really
That's
smart.
how Ziggy learned to walk so early because
That's
someone
smart.
gave me that tip, and I'm like,
That's
that
really
makes
smart.
way more sense. And then the other thing is, if I just saw this hack on Instagram, use a pool noodle, like put it under their armpits and like their stomach, and then use that to hold them.
And they can
kind of hold on.
It's like beginning.
It's like when they're learning to skate, that like walker thing,
God.
and they're it's like around them.
Okay.
So I guess the point is
You'll
like,
let us know because Benny's basically there.
yeah, I don't have a noodle at home, but I'll try
get you a
something
noodle.
out. But no, that's what I'm trying to do. And like, you know how like they walk on the couch like this?
Yes.
You want to put something close enough that they
No, that's
feel
actually
comfortable
very, very, very smart.
reaching.
Yeah, I like that.
For the older kids, a sink faucet extender. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I see that. I saw that. I love that. I think it's really smart.
Really smart.
Yeah.
It like basically you put it on the edge of your sink.
So they don't have to lean over and you physically don't have to carry them over the sink.
It helps foster like independence, and then like
Very smart.
they're able to just like do their own
Very
thing.
smart.
Okay, this is actually a really gross thing. The bath toys.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Like we will, but
Disgusting.
it's so funny. Like first time we all did it. I remember Josh put 100 fucking ducks in the
Guess what color they
bathtub.
all
Yeah,
turned.
it's disgusting. I know. And after we saw a lot of that came out, it's so funny because I don't see a lot of it now. Do you notice? Like it's not all. Maybe we're just not
Maybe it's not
scrolling
on
through
your
that. It's
the
not on my
algorithm doesn't want to show you gross bath toys
gross bath
anymore.
toys. But when we first had our kids, it was all over. Cut your plastic bath toys. Look what's inside. I've thrown everything out. Everything.
The tip is what happens is that if you get a bath toy with a hole in it, water gets in the toy, like, and they're like squeezing it, it gets moldy.
Yes.
Like black, gross mold. And then they're sucking the water out of it, and your kid is literally sucking in
Ingesting
mold.
mold.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting. So number one is don't buy them with holes. If you buy them with holes, you can like put glue,
Oh, that's smart.
thick glue, and
Over the holes.
it locks the hole.
And then it's
so
just not going to be
you
a
just don't
squeezy
want
toy.
water in the hole,
No.
in the toy.
No.
The second, and then if they're like a light colored toy, you can start to see, the
mold on
dark
the
and
inside.
black. And I'm like,
It's disgusting. I know.
disgusting.
Also,
actually disgusting.
on anything that's really like plastic, like even the pitcher that you would wash your kid's hair with, that edge also can become moldy
Yes.
because it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Everything needs to
You
be.
really should dry everything out after you're using it.
I agree.
It's gross. The bath
or you're just
stuff
gonna
is
have to buy a
gross.
new one, or just monitor it.
Just the bath toys are so cheap that like you're better
Just
off buying it
buying
and
new
chucking
ones. I
it, or
agree.
just buying ones without the holes.
I
And they
agree.
don't even like the animals, I find.
No, my kids like the
Like, they like
cars.
the
They'll put the
cups,
cups,
the twirly
cars.
things.
Yeah, the twirly things are very cute where you can put water on
Yeah,
them, and
that's-
that's all plastic. That's not really getting moldy.
No. Oh, okay, so this is an interesting one. If you're having a passy issue,
Okay.
passy fairy. I don't know if this is a hack or just like
Okay.
something we did, but basically, if you have an older kid that's struggling ditching the passy, we created this. Not we, like somebody
Right.
told me about it, but we created this game with him where we're like, the passy fairy is coming, and you can get a gift from the passy fairy, but you have to give up your passies to get the gift.
Right.
So we were like going on Google, searching what gift he wanted.
Right. I love that.
We picked it up, and I was like, Passy Fairy, he wants this one.
Right.
And he's like waving up in the sky. I'm like, wave to the Passy Fairy. And he's like, you heard? I'm like, I think she heard. And
then he would give up the passy.
and then he put I was like, you have to put all your passies outside.
Right.
He only put one, and I like a shitty, like
Fine.
I put 4 Smarties outside. He's like, what is this crap?
Right.
I was like, well, you didn't give your passies.
And
She
then he
doesn't
gave
work like
them.
that. And then the next night he put them and he got the thing
Huh.
and it worked. And then he wanted them back. And I was like, then give the gift back.
And he doesn't
He's
want
like,
to
no, I
give
don't
it.
want to
That's
give the gift
actually
back.
really smart.
And it worked.
Yeah.
But like cutting the passies doesn't work.
I didn't do the cutting. I did. Arlo transitioned from crib to bed and we kind of hyped him up. We said, okay, like you can have your passies in your crib, but as soon as Arlo goes into a big boy bed, no passies allowed. And he basically just went cold turkey. That was it.
Okay,
but
so that
every
worked.
kid's different. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
You need to know different strategies to know what could work
to
for
each
you.
kid. Every kid. Like Ace, you think Ace is giving up his passies? Ace also sleeps with 30 bears in his bed. 30.
Oh my God.
His whole bed is him and bears. I don't even know at nighttime when I'm looking, when the fucking screen's black, I was like, is it Ace or a bear? I don't know. Like this morning, I literally didn't know who Ace was in the bed.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Speaking of cameras, actually, I think I said this recently, but like if you are feeling like left out or missing bedtime, you can watch the bedtime on the camera.
Yes.
I made up that hack.
Yeah. No, it's smart. You can watch the bedtime. You can watch them in the morning. Being like, they're not breathing. I'm going in because they slept till 7:45.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
My kid's like, he's up at 6 a.m. I literally was shook today. Shook.
What happened? What did you feed him last night?
I have no idea. And I walk in and he's just like smart. Like he heard.
Maybe he's in
I opened up the
hibernation mode.
and I could have left him.
He would have kept
But
going.
he could have. But I was worried. I was like, I don't understand. Like, why are you still sleeping?
That's really.
I know.
I mean, you take it, but no, there is a point in time when you're like, this is too much. Like, this is now past like
normal. Like he went to bed at 7 till 7:45. No movement, no crying, no nothing. I was like,
they take them outside.
I have no idea. But I was so excited this morning.
That's great.
I know.
Except for
good job, Ace. Tomorrow he's waking me up at 4 a.m. It's fine.
When they wake up at 4 or 5 a.m., like 6 is fine. 6 I can manage.
6 I can manage.
The other night I fell asleep at 9 o'clock in Ziggy's bed with him and then just like woke up at 4 a.m. and I was like, came up for the day. Well, I was just like, I went to bed so early.
The best. It's the best. When you go to bed early,
I know. You feel
waking
refreshed.
up at 6, I'm like totally fine. But also today I was laughing because a lot of people say wake up before the baby. I was like, I can't when my kids wake up at 6. Like I'm not waking up at 5.
No.
But this morning I got to shower.
Right.
I got to brush my teeth. I got to make a coffee and then I went to get him and I was like, wow, I'm a new fucking person.
It really, obviously not a hack, but it's just like life. Like if you can get that 30 minutes to yourself in the morning.
I feel like a different person. Because now I wake up with them.
Yeah, you're up. You like hear the screaming and you're like.
I'm up. Yeah.
Like in your bones. Like, fuck.
I know.
But the other day, Ziggy went for a sleepover and Benny, I guess, was like sleeping. And I woke up and I read a book. For 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even though it was only 10 minutes.
It doesn't matter.
It was a
You're
book.
like, whoa.
And I was like.
And he's sleeping and you're like, this is the best day ever.
Ever. I know.
But it's going to come. Like they're literally.
I know.
They're going to be 10, 11, 12. I don't know. But like they're going to be like, get out of my room.
This is
I can be like,
back to like something I wish I knew before is that like it's so relentless every day.
That's the word. Relentless
that,
every
like,
day.
You're like, I just want a break. But then like you don't want it to be done. And then like no one told me that I was going to can't wait for them to go to bed.
I know.
And then when they're sleeping, be like, why the fuck are you not waking up?
I know.
Hurry up. Let's go. We want to play.
And like pictures of them and everything.
I can't. Okay, wait, let's finish the hacks and then we're gonna do some things of what we wish we knew. So my last one on the toddler thing is, this is not really a hack. I feel like everyone talks about this, but I'm telling people that it works.
What?
Rotate the toys.
Oh yeah. Genius.
We put all our toys away recently and took random ones out and have like 5 out on display. And Ziggy's like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? I'm like, you've had this for a year and a half. Don't remember.
Yeah.
Like if you just have a shit show of toys everywhere all the time, it's like
they're overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed.
Yes.
So let alone that they're going to be overwhelmed.
I know. Like yesterday, I had to clean my whole house out because I was like, so much stuff. It's too much. But if you I really think it works. Like a lot of people say it really works.
I agree with you.
Okay, travel hacks.
Okay. I know you're going to start with yours, so I'm going to let you take it away. I see it here and I'm like, yep, she's getting into it.
Okay, so it started with me being pregnant. I was like 7 months pregnant and Ziggy was, I guess, 2 and a bit. And we were in the airport and the line was so long. And I was like, I gotta pee. These kids,
I gotta get up.
So he's not crying. He's with his passy in the stroller, perfectly fine. Josh goes, just wait for my cue. He goes to the front, starts schmoozing the lady. And then he looks at me. I pull the passy and Ziggy loses his mind, starts screaming, crying. And he's like, see, the crying kid, like,
you gotta
we need to go through. My wife, she got to pee. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Like,
and they were all like, go,
and
go.
So if you're in the airport and or anywhere with a line, pull the passy, make the kid upset, steal the snacks from them, piss them off,
they'll let
get them crying.
Because the security people don't want to deal with you.
Nobody wants to hear a crying baby.
No one wants to hear a crying baby.
Like, get these people out of here. Let's go.
Let's go. Genius. I think it's a fucking genius hack.
The best thing ever.
I love that.
Okay, what else? You did the swim diaper one.
We did the swim diaper one.
This one's good.
Yeah.
So if you have a toddler and they're very rambunctious, get one parent to board the plane first with all your shit. Get it all set up. The other parent stays outside with the toddler, runs around. Because you know when they say you can board the plane first?
No, it's still
Why would I want to sit on the plane for another 45 minutes with my kid?
Yes, I agree.
That I just have to add an hour to my flight time.
So this time when we go, I'm going to board the plane.
And leave Adam with the kids.
Leave Adam with the kids.
That's a great idea.
So I get 30 minutes myself.
True. That's the better job. Way better job.
That's the better job. I will board the plane, no problem.
Right.
But we didn't add it here, but I'm going to include it. Allergies. If your kid has an allergy or your husband or yourself, you have an allergy, you can board the plane. The same thing also if they give you it early to make sure that everything is wiped down and you let the stewardess know you have allergies. They will make an announcement with 3 seats ahead of you, 3 seats behind you. No one is allowed to eat anything from that allergen.
Yeah.
So no nuts, no peanuts.
And I feel like people are good about that.
People are good about it. But like some people are annoyed because like you could bring like peanut M&Ms
100%.
and you're sitting beside, like that's totally normal as a snack. But if like my kid's sitting a row behind you, you cannot open.
Well, like I eat a ton of nuts when I travel because it's like an easy thing to do. And
traveling with me, my kids, you cannot.
Well, yeah.
No, we know you, but around like they make that announcement like twice before the plane goes off.
It's very weird that we're talking about the allergy because remember my dream the other night?
Yeah.
So weird. I literally had a dream that I was like the aunt of the year and I was out somewhere with Arlo and Adam and somebody let Arlo lick this like peanut butter thing and I was like, get the EpiPen! And Adam stabbed him and we went and I was like, and you were like, thank you. Why is this?
I can't. That EpiPen is literally like on me like for dear life. It's terrifying.
It's terrifying. I know. It's really scary. Honestly, this is so not on topic, but since we started stopped drinking alcohol, I have very vivid dreams that I remember. Okay. That's a very vivid dream.
Very vivid.
I remember
the
car. I remember. It's weird. Yeah, it's my sober lifestyle. I can thank Benny for that.
Thank you, Benny.
Yeah, the fucking kid wakes up 4 times a night. Can't drink alcohol.
No, I mean, die on that. No,
literally die.
Please don't.
Last 2 things is you can travel with milk. I don't think this is a hack, but like you should just know
a lot of people don't know about that. You can travel with milk. They might test it.
Somebody told me really bad. They will test it. This woman, she went traveling.
Yes.
My friend's friend. And she had 30 ounces of milk that she had pre-pumped so that she could like drink on vacation. She left it at security.
Oh my God.
I would die.
I would cry.
I would cry. She would cry, I think.
I would cry. But no, you're allowed to bring milk. You're allowed to bring milk. You're allowed to bring formula.
They might just test it. But who cares?
They will test it. So we brought Ready to Feed. They'll open one and then whatever one they open, they're just putting a stick in. There's no harm to your baby. You don't even have to chuck it. Like you're going to feed your kid anyways in the next hour before the flight, whatever. Right. Like you'll be fine. Or you know that one's getting chucked. But they will check it.
They also, you should, in some airports, will let your kid walk through with their water bottle full.
Yeah. That's probably most not because they know you can get water in.
Yeah.
But take an empty water bottle for sure. We travel with empty water bottles and then when we cross through, we just
put water back. Because otherwise you're spending $9,000 on fucking airport water.
Yeah, no.
Ridiculous.
No.
Ridiculous. And then my last travel tip is, which I'm using this year, packing cubes.
Love.
Everything is going in a packing cube. And
so much
I'm really excited.
So much easier.
Yeah. And just pre-do outfits
you could do outfits or do like t-shirts in one, underwear in one.
Everything.
So much easier.
The one last tip I would say is like if you're traveling in the car, you could put the like an organizer on behind your seat.
Smart.
And then you could put like random shit in it
that they can grab.
Toys, games, iPads, snacks, whatever.
Smart.
That's like if you're prepared. If you're unprepared, I've done it with a Ziploc bag. I
You
forgot
put the iPad in the
I
Ziploc
forgot
bag.
an iPad, so I put my phone in a Ziploc bag, and you basically lift the seat, the headrest,
Smart.
stick the bag through, close the thing, and it's there. That's like,
oh, you could do that on the plane too, but you can't really zip anything on the
I don't know what you would hook it on, but like in the car,
the car.
it's
is
a
really
lifesaver
smart.
if you forgot everything, and it's like a Hail Mary,
That's
like
really
make
smart.
my kid not
Freak
shoot
out?
myself in the face. Yeah, it's great. And
No,
then it just
That's smart.
easy.
No, on the plane, it's an iPad and headphones. There's no way getting out of it.
No. And then someone was like, you should really be giving them like wired headphones. You don't need that extra EMF in their life.
No, I can't do this right now with you.
I go down a slippery slope. But Amanda, we were chat GPTing some mom hacks.
I know.
And they were so lame. I was like, this is not helpful
Like,
at all.
I don't even remember what it said, but it was like,
bad. So
don't chat GBT.
you need to ask another mom. If you need hacks,
Just
go
like-
to other moms.
Just like DM us. Don't
Yeah.
chat GBT mom life hacks.
No, they didn't.
Because ChatGPT has not gone through motherhood.
No, he or
Greg,
she
we call
has-
him Greg.
Yeah, we call him Greg.
We call him Greg. Greg has not gone through motherhood.
No, he
Ask
doesn't.
a mom.
Yes,
She'll give you the hacks.
yes, always.
And you will learn your own hacks along the way. That whatever works for you.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
And then you'll try and remember them for your next kid.
And then they
Write
won't work.
them down.
Honestly, write them down. I
Write
remember
them
half
down.
the shit that happened with my first and second, and they were so close in age. I don't remember.
You don't.
No.
Because in the moment, you're
No.
like, oh my
No.
God.
I literally even looked at Adam. I was like, do you remember, like, were we reading like full books, Arlo, at age 2? Like, were we doing? And Adam's like, I don't remember. I'm like, I think Ace is at the age where like he wants like personal bedtime now. Like, not just like come join my brother, like what
Right.
Benny's doing now with Ziggy. Like, I think Ace is at his own, like, I want personal bedtime
Right.
with one parent, and I want to do the same routine.
I tried to write everything down. I made like a Google
Smart.
Doc journal thing so that if my computer ever died, it would like be
Smart.
saved in the world, in the cloud, in the world.
In the world.
And I would put like the age, and I would put like, I did it actually with words.
Smart.
I put the list of like
Smart.
the months, what
like
I
that.
thought the word was, like
I like that.
Lula.
Yeah.
It was like love you. I
Right.
don't know. And I just think it was cute. It's more for like comparing back to know what to expect with Benny. Cause
I
like
agree.
you said, you don't fucking remember. Nothing.
Like, I
Literally.
remember being like, now I'm laughing. Like, I remember being pregnant. Like, now let's say I'm 2 years postpartum.
Yeah.
Fully. Like, Ace is turning 2.
This is literally how I got pregnant
exactly.
right now.
And I'm like, I remember being nauseous, but I don't physically remember. I remember being nauseous, but I don't physically remember how I felt.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I know I'm going to feel sick. I know I'm not going to be happy about it. I know I'm whatever, but like, I don't physically remember how awful it was where I was like, I'm done. I'm not having any more. This is the worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Well, that's why you also don't remember pushing them out, because you're like, if you did,
You
you
wouldn't,
wouldn't do it again.
Yeah. It's actually really fucked up.
Like, I have one friend that she got really sick, pregnant, like really sick.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm only doing this one more time in my life, and I'm
Yeah.
dreading it, but that's it. I'm done. Someone I know only had one kid
Yeah.
because they were like, I refuse to do this again. Like, it was so awful. But not everybody has the same
But 2 years later,
experience.
you don't remember. I'm literally sitting here telling you, I remember being nauseous, but I don't remember how bad it was.
Yeah.
Unless Adam is reminding me of how bad it was. Like,
Well,
I don't
hopefully-
remember.
Hopefully it's not as bad for you this time. Okay. What are some things you wish you knew as a first-time mom? We actually have a little thing on our page
Yes.
about this. Like, it's really cute. Actually, a lot of our mom friends have read it, and it's like, this is
This
like
is
on
really
point.
cute.
But I picked a couple of my favorite
Well, I'll
ones.
start with the first one. Be the dad. Be the dad. Be the dad.
What's
The dad
something
gets
you,
it good. The dad gets it good.
what's something you wish you knew as a first-time mom, Amanda?
Be the dad.
Life
In my next
is
life.
easier if you are the dad.
Life is a lot easier if you are the dad.
That's our best advice.
That's
and
our
we're
best
done.
way. And we can end it here.
I think I wish I knew that everything was just a phase, both
Yes.
positive and negative. Like, in the negative way, like, obviously if you're in a really bad like sleep cycle or whatever, it's just a phase. It's
Yeah.
hard to like know that it's going to end.
Yes.
It will. You don't know when. That's kind of like the ambiguity of it all, but like, it's scary. But then on the positive side also, like, my kid talks a certain way, says certain words, and then one day he figures it out, and
then
it's not
going to sound
it's
like
not going to
that.
sound like that anymore. And like, if you miss these phases, like you kind of just have to appreciate the
I
moments.
agree.
Like it's so hard when you're like in the thick of hell.
Yes.
But you just have to like remind yourself that it is a phase
And it will end.
It will end, and you better enjoy it now
Yes.
because it's gonna go.
I agree. I totally agree.
And you can also not enjoy it too. It's gonna
you're
go.
totally allowed to not enjoy many stages of like postpartum, motherhood, pregnancy, everything in general. Like you are allowed to not enjoy moments.
100%.
No one's telling you, oh my God, like people are like, well, you got pregnant. You know, like that whole thing. Like,
I hate that.
You got pregnant, so just be happy.
I hate that.
Like, yes, I understand the struggle of someone who cannot get pregnant or is going through problems and all of that stuff. But if on the other end, if you did get pregnant and you are suffering and you are nauseous and you are having problems, like you are allowed to say, I'm not enjoying this chapter.
Yeah.
You're allowed.
You're allowed.
It's a very normal thing.
But what all we'll say is like it will pass.
Yes.
And you're allowed to hate it. And you're allowed to still be a good mom.
And then you're going to want another one.
Speaking of hating things, I think what I wish I told myself more often was like a short walk or like a moment to yourself can really help you reset and change the game. Like I think like you get like caught up sitting at home all day with your baby and you're just like kind of like spiraling. It's Groundhog's Day. You're spiraling. It's just like get yourself out of the house.
I agree.
Go take a walk. Or if you can't leave the house, try to take a shower. Like something
different.
to reset your nervous system. Like you're just like, you get so worked up and you need to like, I like that one. If you're going through something, the chances of someone else probably going through something
similar or exactly
high. Like
very high.
You should reach out to somebody.
Yes. What I mean, we were just going back and forth about the sleep.
Right.
You went through a sleep crazy cycle. I was messaging you in the morning. How's it going? And then we fully role reversed. Jesse's sleeping and then I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's going through it and is there to like, even if you just need a shoulder to vent.
That's literally a vent. That's all it is. Fuck, I haven't slept this morning. Today's going to be hard. You're like, yep, I was in it. I totally get it. Good luck.
Yeah. You just like talking to someone that knows.
Yes. And it's different than you telling Josh because he's going through it with you. Like he's there in the house versus you being like, Amanda, I haven't slept. I'm so fucking tired. I'm like, I'm sorry. I fucking get it. And you're like, okay, I got it out of my system. I just feel
validated. That's what I just want to feel validated. There's nothing you're going to do.
There's nothing. I'm not coming to your house and like
helping me.
Even though I've offered Ace when Jesse wasn't sleeping for like 3 weeks, I was like, do you just want the third one? Because like you're already up anyways. Like might as well take the third one so one of us can sleep.
Literally. It's true. I know my mom would message me like, I was up at 4 a.m. anyways. I always say,
take the baby. Take the baby. You're already up anyways. Why don't you deal with it?
Yeah. This one actually really stuck with me that more often than not, everybody's just winging it. And if you see anybody that doesn't say that, like, I'm sorry, they're lying. You're all fucking winging it.
Oh, there's been many people who like went from like 1 to 2. That's like, oh, it's so flawless. Or 2 to 3, where it's how are you doing? Everything's great. I'm like,
is not great.
Is it fucking great? Is it really fucking great?
No. And then that was the last tip was projectile poop happens. You can never have enough diapers.
I will never forget that. I will never forget when we were sitting. If you're not watching and listening, Adam was sitting on the couch and I was changing Ace on a coffee table and it literally flew over the couch and literally our nanny was downstairs. I've never heard my husband scream louder in his life. Like, Jace! It was everywhere. That shit can fly. That shit can fucking fly.
You think the barf is bad, but that's just
no. I'll take barf over. I hate barf also, but it's baby shit. It's not so. It's when that fucking if you open the diaper and they're not done. Yeah, it's a shart. It goes everywhere.
For me, the worst one was I was changing him, and for whatever reason, my brother was in the room with me that day, and I was like, "Oh my god, he had a poo, but he hadn't finished."
No,
and it was like it wasn't projected; it was lava coming out. My brother was like, he was like, "I can't ever be around this again."
No, it's a real thing.
He still hasn't had kids yet.
Yeah, one day,
but I really fucking freaked him out on that one. Disgusting.
But you know what? Honestly, if you haven't had kids, if you're pregnant right now and you haven't changed a diaper, I'd go change a diaper. I did. I was so comfortable changing a diaper in the hospital because I changed one of my friends' kids' diapers.
I never changed a diaper in my entire life since before my first kid. And then the first poo is disgusting. So yes, it's actually a good tip because the first poo after birth is the meconium one.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's vile. It's like black tar nastiness.
Yes.
They all get better after that. They're like peanut shards,
peanut,
like nothing. But yeah, if that's your first one ever, me and Josh were like,
yeah, what is going on? It's disgusting.
disgusting.
Or practice on adult. Honestly, like I feel like a lot of people are scared to change diapers in the beginning. They are. Is that not a thing?
No.
I don't know. I was scared. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll change a diaper.
You can survive on very little sleep and still smile and love your babies.
100%.
I'm proof.
Yeah, you are proof.
I literally didn't sleep for 8 months.
It's so true. You're still gonna love them and eat them.
You get over it.
You get over it. They're so cute when you look at their little faces.
I know. And the last tip was you can never regret taking too many pictures. Although I will say now in hindsight, you might be able to regret taking too many pictures because I have
10,000 million.
30,000.
Yeah.
Already and counting. It's a lot. But someone actually asked a question.
Yeah.
What to do with saving kids' photos and like how or where do you save them? I would get like a Google Photos drive because your phone is like
and
probably
just do it by year. I do it by year
and save them per year. And then I make like these books, like you know the old school books that like the like plastic shit that you stick the photos in. Now I just like make them on Shutterfly and I have a book per year for each kid.
No, it's really smart.
And it's done. Not that those are the only photos, but at least it's like the highlights.
But it takes time. It takes time. So do it after every year, or else you're going to be stuck for hours.
No, you have to do it each year.
Yeah.
You have to also like remember what you did. Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna remember which was the good photos.
No. Okay.
If we think of any other hacks,
we will let you know and you let us know. And we love you.
You guys should this is a new thing on Spotify. You can add comments to the episode.
Oh.
So other moms could add other hacks.
Okay. So if you're listening on Spotify, add your life hacks and everyone will see it and we will see
other moms can learn because we know ChatGPT does not help. Google is okay. Sometimes. And like who has time to watch 1,000 Instagram videos of all the hacks? It's exhausting.
No, don't do that.
Comment your hacks, please, so that other moms can see them.
We love you and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.